And let's see. Okay. That will get me too. Hmm. God damn it.
That's why it's all stone here. Just the
Yeah.
floor and everything.
Big pain in the ass, man.
The creature? Yeah. Creature's mad.
That and my computer crashing.
Okay, what I'm gonna do instead, I will try to flank him. Actually, no, I'll still be within his reach, even if I 5 foot step back. Oh, so, so yeah, I'll 5 foot step over here, right? Or
You mean that way? That's 10
yeah.
feet.
Oh, that's 10 feet. Oh shit.
This way, that's 5 feet. Yeah.
All right. Hmm.
I mean, from the angle that you were at, like the other angle, before you moved, if you want to 5 foot and flank, I mean, you can if you want to. Unless I don't know what you're trying to do. What are you trying to do?
Well, I am trying. Well, originally I was trying to flank, but I think now I kind of trying to change my mind to like drop a spell on it.
You can't spellcast in melee. Or you can, but like it's gonna be tricky.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, and I do have the feat to cast defensively to give myself a bonus.
yeah, the +4. I got you.
Yeah, that or I risk take a attack of opportunity to get the spell off.
Yeah, definitely want to test defensively and not get hit.
Yeah, I'll try that. I'll cast defensively to cast flaming spear. The the level 2 flaming spear, regular one.
Um,
Uh,
don't cast a concentration spell when you're in melee, because it's just gonna hit you again, and then you
Uh,
lose the spell on the concentration.
I don't think flame is it concentration.
Yes, it is.
Oh, dang, never mind. Okay, though that answers that question. Never mind. I'm just gonna.
Hit it with this. If you have a big, what's your biggest level like fucking spell that you want to try?
Nuke him.
Um,
Instantaneous spell, like just hit him. Her. If you're gonna try to
I
cast a spell, go big.
I do have. Hmm. I have two. One that I was gonna try to save for the lich, but at this point, it doesn't seem like we're gonna get there. And the other one is an area of effect. Hmm. But it will last for a while, though. Hmm. However, though, it's only a 20 foot. However, though, it's not that big of a area radius, so that one may be useful. Uh, What do you guys think? So I try to cause this thing?
What would Miles do?
Wouldn't that have you have to make a higher concentration check to cast?
Where are you gonna put? Oh yeah, you could probably fit it in here without hitting the two of us.
Yeah. Like,
But he's like right in front of the monsters. So he's gonna have to make a defensive cast check.
It's a 20-foot radius.
yeah.
Whoa. Okay, so you can do like right here.
And 40
Yeah.
foot high. That's beautiful artwork right there.
Yep.
I think that's the right size. Something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that looks right.
Go ahead and draw your spell, my dude, so Eager can take his turn.
Burn him.
Yeah, it concentrates. It already rolled the concentration there. It's a
Nat 20.
Nat
Yeah,
20.
plus 12.
You're able. Yeah.
So it goes off. So it takes 3d6 of bludgeoning damage and then 2d6 of fire damage.
Now, what's interesting about this is that spell is going to keep going,
Yeah.
7 rounds.
and the bad
yeah,
dude's going to try to fucking probably get out of there.
So
Okay. Somebody tell Mordos that before his turn comes up.
Oh, to try to crowd control the damn thing? Yeah.
well, I can't speak. I can just make roaring tiger noises. Yeah.
I speak tiger. I know perfectly what he's saying. He's saying, "Get the fuck out of there, you retard."
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's exactly what I did.
so 3d6 of bludgeoning damage. Here it goes.
Oh, I just want to let you know, like, just in case. Remember, it only applies at once, the damage. So I don't know if you want to pass that.
When he plays what?
Yeah, it only applies at once.
Mm.
Yeah, the damage occurs once. So I don't know if you want to do that. It does create difficult terrain, though. So yes, it's going to take her like double move to get out of it.
And
And she has
Ash.
lower perception. Yeah,
Yeah.
her perception's going to be lower if somebody turns invisible or something.
I mean, it's still a lot of damage. 3d6 plus 2d6. Worst case scenario, it's 5 points of damage. Best case scenario, it's somebody do math.
All right, I'm going to hold this little pin, these little arrows down if you want to fill in the spell effect there.
Yeah, just freehand draw that shit real quick. Here, I can help.
I know my fucking 20-foot radius.
Nice. Go for it. Draw it.
I did it. Just fill it in.
Oh,
Nice. Whoever did that, that was beautiful. That was like real quick.
tis
Yeah.
your bod. I don't know what the rest is. I can't see it.
What?
It's all black over there, so I can't see it. I probably did terrible.
It just goes down. You go one down. Well, once you come in forward, here, I'll just.
So it'll be like one down, right, then one over.
Yeah, there you go. So you can see it. Can you see it now? So it'll be one down, and then those two squares you fill in. Nice.
That can't be right. I've got 3 squares up here.
Oh yeah, I think you went a little bit off.
So everything is reduced by 1. Oh my god, this is starting to look like trash, guys. What are we doing here?
I mean, you got it. Finish it up.
You almost have it.
We believe in you.
Oh, now it's a different color. Holy fuck, I don't care anymore. D&D.
I love that it's red and white. That's great.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
I mean, red and white. Oh man, I'm not even thinking straight today. I mean, red and blue.
Going for a 3D effect.
All right, and now with the 2d6 of fire damage. Yeah, 7.
Not bad at all.
So altogether 18 points of damage.
So
Solid.
the fire
And now-
tiger cast that spell. What does it look like when he casts it?
The ground underneath like ruptures upwards. A billowing smoke of a vent opens up, just hurling rocks and fire all over the place. This giant smokes is filling the area. And because why not? Because it is Miles. You detect the slightest familiar whiff of the usual cannabis he smokes.
Nice.
Oh god, is
So-
that joke ever gonna get old? Jesus Christ.
So
Nope.
when you see the stones come down, crushing from the power of the spell, it hits and crushes the Behir, and it screams in pain as it tries to dodge out of it, and it gets hit by it hard. The fire ignites, though. As the fire ignites all around her, I mean, it does obviously make it difficult terrain for
The
her,
nests.
but the fire doesn't really bother her at all. The fire is almost as if it just flows through her. It doesn't feel like it affects anything to her.
Yo, looks like both of the nests were touched by the spell, and those are brambles. Those are bramble nests.
Yeah, so that's burning up. Yeah,
The whole nest catches ablaze. So, is that what happened?
yeah, it burns up. The nest is starting to definitely catch on fire.
Dangerous terrain. Awesome. What a good
For the
visual.
Behir.
What a cool mental image.
Alrighty, so when you do that, it is Yeeker's turn.
Ooh.
Does that
Oh,
confirm?
nice. The second one does. It does confirm. 24 misses. But
Okay.
the
12 plus 14
yeah, but
damage.
the 32 definitely hits, and it confirms the 25. So nice.
So that's
Although
12
you're
plus 14, so...
Do you have Inspire
I would say
Courage
you'd
on?
be right here,
Oh, yeah,
though.
you do.
Oh shit! Yeah, you have the 5-foot step. Never mind. Yeah, that's fine. You're good. You're good. Because I was gonna say the tire's kind of in your way, but you're okay. I think if you 5-foot step here, you'll be fine. Because you get the best square, which is her endpoint right over here.
Okay.
So 5-foot step, you hit her with no cover. But he's a large creature. The tiger.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So that's 12 plus 14, so 26.
Nice. Right. It's hurt pretty bad. I mean, it's still up. It's still going. I mean, it's bleeding from a bunch of arrow shots to it, and of course, the bludgeoning damage from the storm and the claw and the bite marks from the tiger. But it's still up though. It's pretty. I mean, it's still pretty in good formal state, but I mean, it's hurt a lot. After that, your turn, Mordos.
Okay.
Oh, another thing is, I should have told you guys during the week. I should know. I guess fairly today. None of you guys bought anything with any of your gold from the last part. You guys should have bought anything and traded in your gold and all that stuff and all the gear, so you could bought stuff at Brenda before you left.
Oh.
Yeah, well, none of us.
Yeah, because I think that's another thing too. You guys don't have a lot of stuff that you could have bought in Brindle. Like most likely you would have done that, when you guys were staying there for a day or two before you start heading out. Like way back then.
Yeah, we were gonna do it, but we said, "Oh, we'll do it in between sessions," and then
Yeah,
don't
you
do
guys
it in
never
between.
did. Yeah, definitely think of some stuff that you would buy. Like, kind of do shorthand thinking right now. If there's any items you would most likely have bought with the gold you had,
Oh,
you're gonna definitely need magic items within this dungeon, right? You definitely need some power besides your normal abilities.
Well, that amulet of the fisting that I need to get my my attacks to be magical.
Yeah, so that would cost you, I think, 4K, and I think you have a lot of gold still because you haven't used it from your first one. So you can say you bought that in Brindle back then.
Okay.
So yeah, you definitely have the amulet of a Mighty Fist +1 on your necklace on your neck. So I'll add those points. I think you bit her once, so that's another extra point of damage. So I'll add that.
All right. Now I gotta add that to my inventory.
And see, this is why we need to roleplay the shopping sequences, at least a little bit, so that everybody remembers to buy all the shit they need when they can.
He's kind of not wrong.
Otherwise, we'd never think about it. I mean, I got a family, I got a normal job, all that shit.
I mean, yeah, you guys have from your group actually has gold. Like, yeah, you guys definitely need to buy some stuff to buff up your party's stuff. Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
All right, Vukani, your turn.
Just gonna make the dungeon
Mordo.
more fun.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Mordo,
it's still my turn.
You do? Yeah, sorry, my bad.
What I do have is some cure, but we just hit that guy, so I kind of want to try to keep the pressure on right now.
Okay. Let me know.
I'm still deciding a little bit though.
Oh, oh, I should have said something. I told you to pick up the spells as immediate action, and I'll let you say this if you want to. That 24 he got, you can make it a hit if you use Gallant Inspiration. You have that spell.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for a moment to use Gallant Inspiration, but
yeah,
you're
this
saying
is
I should do that for Yika right there.
Right. When anybody attacks, you can do immediate action. He's like, attack the motherfucker, yeah, and it shocks and absorbs the attack to make it hit harder, right? So then you get another 2d4 confidence bonus on top of that.
Y'all hear this voice that sounds like Morados's, but not quite like Morados's, singing exactly that, and your bolt kind of like quivers midair and glows, and goes to where it was supposed to have gone. So you get plus 2 d4 competence bonus to the attack roll, retroactively.
Nice. Okay, so it's a competence, so it overlaps on your Inspired Courage, but the great thing is a 2d4. So he gets 4 more points, so that's 24 plus 4, that's 28. So he hits definitely. So 17 more points of damage. Yeah, this guy looks really bad.
I gotta take him down. That's a 2nd level spell. And that would have happened on his turn, not counting against my actions on my turn.
Yeah, it's immediate action. It's outside your turn. Yep.
Which is still within the rules, because I haven't done anything. It's still the same instant. I'm gonna get within 30 feet.
Alrighty.
So that means I gotta scoot up just 1.
Yeah, that's why I love bards, man. They have so many good support spells.
And she has already spoken to me in common, so I would know for a fact that this would work. I don't have anything creative to say like I usually do.
Just to remember, just FYI, the fire, you can tell that the fire didn't really affect her from the spell that the druid cast. So you can kind of, it tells you wise. Your character most likely could tell that this fire damage won't do anything to it.
Won't do anything, so I have no confidence in this at all.
Yeah. I mean, the shaken might affect it if you roll high enough, but you definitely know the fire damage won't do anything because you saw when the fire hit her, it didn't do anything to her. The bludgeoning, like the stone hitting her in the face and everything, her body, it hurt.
It wasn't reduced, but it was nothing.
I'm sorry, second.
Said it wasn't reduced, it was just nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Like she was like, fire's where I live. Like it's almost as if like it didn't affect her at
Okay.
all.
It's almost like that it breathes fire.
Yeah.
And then it's immune to its own to fire because it breathes it or something.
Exactly.
okay.
I mean, a dragon.
Yes. The bard needs these words of wisdom. And
You could still use your action to try and intimidate it outside of
no, I mean,
the
because
spell.
I could just use a lesser spell to just keep it still for a little bit and let people escape. Or I could do something else.
I mean, you definitely could tell its will save's not the greatest.
Because I don't have much to do damage, but I need to support my people right now. Because all I have to do is get high intimidation check. You made it tempting, man. Now I do want to demoralize them. Or I could totally change my mind and, as continuing my movement, which I only move 1 square, I'm gonna get all the way back up to the druid and touch him with heroism.
All right.
Oh, yay.
+2 morale bonus on attack rolls, saves, and skill checks. That's one of the things I wanted to get in way earlier, but he stopped me by fucking me up.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Five-foot step. I do not have adjacency, or not adjacency, someone on the opposite side, so it's still not flanking. Which is fine. We cast stab. Oh my god, these fucking rolls.
Yeah, I know. Was
Roll
it Yeager has the trouble with roll too, like with the lung spear. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep every time I run your character, I just constantly complain that your spear is fucking cursed.
Yeah.
Dude, like I have like +13 and it's still just like no.
Yeah, that's pretty much my experience with it. I was rolling absolute dog shit literally every time I tried
Be
to use the
completely
spear.
fair, like he's not built for melee and like
Right.
Yeah, I mean it happens.
Jesus.
Let's see.
Thought my job was to throw bombs, but nah.
Well, you could
Fucking
throw.
fighters.
I mean, you could throw a bomb. You could 5 to 7 and throw a bomb. You still have that high dex, right?
Yeah, I do have the high dex.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking you were going to use your bomb instead. It's acid.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just fucking do that, because this is just,
Yeah.
just stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you have
Oh
to
my
do spear
goodness.
all the time. I mean, use your spear as a backup weapon.
That
Fucker with the bomb, Volcani!
Yeah, Volcani. Oh my
You
god.
want to use a hero point?
Yeah,
Do we
he's-
have any?
Yeah, I think all of you at least have one. Everybody at least has one, at least.
I think I used one.
Maybe you used one. Maybe you don't have any more.
I do
But I know
recall,
everybody, a majority of people had one at least.
It shows me as having 2 on the sheet. I will use
Oh.
1.
Okay, then if you have 2, if you still have 1 left over from previously, then yeah, you have whatever you have left
Alright.
over.
Alright, well then we'll throw another goddamn bomb. We have all of them left today. There's a
Oh,
22
nice.
hit
Oh
this
my god.
bitch.
Oh yeah, essentially with the 22 touch. So
Oh.
You rolled
you
a
see,
5.
Bukari try to swing his with his arm launcher with the acid bomb, and he swings it and he kind of fakes it. He's like, oh no, wait, that's and then he throws it again as he like winds it up even better and then throws it. The
Yeah.
same one, and it shatters into the body of the creature, and woo, it will do.
That's a lot of acid.
So wait, what's
that's
the total?
30, right?
Is that
Yeah, it's 30 total.
30? Oh, okay. Yeah, 36 plus 7.
Oh my god, it's so close.
Wait, what's the 46 from? I'm kind of confused. Is it like added bonus? Added damage?
Yeah, that's how much. That's how much it's gonna burn for next turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I get it. I get it. Nice. Okay, so 14, and then it burns. Oh, okay, nice.
On his.
That's what I was trying to understand the bomb. I was like, I haven't seen it for a while. Nice. So 14.
Yeah, because it's scaled up. So
So 14, as it burns it, like this screams of pain. Ah! As it screeches and roars in pain, and then after that, it's its turn. It burns. Another 15. And it screams in pain, trying to gasp for air, like from like the dirt and everything. Even though it's the fire has no effect to it, it's still trying to look through around who threw the acid. And by the time it reaches towards Mukane and is about to bite him, it lunges and falls down to the ground, bleeding out from the acid as it burns through its skin, and you see it melting.
oh shit.
Wow.
And it's dead. Good job, guys.
My
all
God.
right,
Uh,
we're going home.
I agree. I don't think we were quite prepared.
That was literally the door guard. Yeah.
So we're gonna take a
Mild.
little break.
Oh, we're saying. Oh, sorry, Miles. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was gonna say Mild transform back to try to start healing people with his concoctions.
All right, got it. Go for it.
All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, were you adding your +3 to heal Mordos?
Oh hell no.
I
That's
think it
two
was
turns.
like 2 rounds already.
Yep,
Yeah,
2
it's been
rounds.
2
I
rounds.
missed
You
it.
go for 6. Yeah.
Okay. What's his Vulcani? You were injured as well. I know you were injured. Come.
What?
Uh, let's see. I'll give you one of my concoctions to heal you, and you heal for 11, and anyone within 5 feet of me heal for an extra 5.
That's only with your spells, not your concoctions.
Wow. Oh, that they come. Okay.
Yeah,
Never mind.
because you're actually casting a spell. These are like your little like herbs things that you give out,
Yeah.
kind of like potions.
All right. Then I'll heal myself with one of my concoctions. And snake eyes, of course. So that's
So we don't roll.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, that was really close.
Who needs healing the most? Let's spam some Cure Light Wound Wand.
I'm up to 24.
Nice.
I know we all have. Don't we all have like at least a cure?
Yeah, everybody has a wand of cure light wounds. Like almost all of you do. I think Geeker, Miles, and Mordo. So you guys can use a bunch of your charge and heal yourselves. I think you guys should almost be out. You guys been using those wands quite a bit, or at least somebody was using the wands like majorly.
I
definitely at
was,
least
but
one
I
of them
had
was kinda
multiple
close out from
wands.
the last encounter. Oh, okay, there you go. So if you have 2, nice. Yeah,
I haven't been using mine very much, but I've been keeping track of it.
nice, nice.
Okay.
Oof.
There we go. Now the complete opposite direction.
Oh man.
Well, my confidence is shaken.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, and who else?
I mean, we
More?
could always revisit the alternate solution of just destroying the fucking phylactery. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the point was to prevent this Ghost Lord from being an ally to the Horde. If we destroyed the phylactery, that still wouldn't stop him from being that.
I would say take a. Well, yeah, you guys can take a 5-minute break if you need to, but also I would say take a break. Let's say like whatever you guys are selling in your loot from the previous, sessions that you would have bought from Brindle and stuff that you sold. You guys should definitely decide that too right now. At least give your guys a heads up, like what should we have bought or sold or whatever.
I mean,
Right.
do we even have any money left? I haven't even looked at the loot sheet in a while.
That's what I meant. Like you guys, I don't think nobody has done that from the last one that you should have done the last time you were in Brindle. So you definitely should talk about it and see what you guys would have bought. But you definitely want some magic items or at least stuff that you most likely would have bought for your characters or for the party group. Yeah.
I mean, even with that amulet of mighty fist, the +1, had enough gold on me too. I could have bought it. Just
Nice.
God
Yeah,
damn it.
I know you had like 6K or something. You saved from the last big huge loot you had from the first party or the first big counter. Like I think it was like part 1 before you went to rest. Yeah, so yeah, so you still like you had like a lot. I think you had like 6K or so, and then you used it right now, or you use it theoretically in Brindle, or back then in Brindle, and you bought the amulet mighty fist. So yeah, so now you're getting +1 to hits now and +1 to damage.
Jesus Christ, who fucked with the treasure tracker and like hid the date sheet to remove the ability of the damn thing to do the goddamn math?
Wow. Sabotage.
No,
apparently.
it wasn't sabotage. I think it's when you guys were talking about your loot the first time. I think Alex, and I think it was Alex talking with I think Draco and you, Steve, when you guys were doing it. I think also you, Perfila, when you guys were out doing the loots. I think he changed it a little bit so he can get the shares right. He explained it to me when I mentioned one time, and I put it in the chat.
Yeah.
In the loot discussion. That's what he did. That's what he told me. That's what he
break
did.
real quick.
Yeah, because all of this is like completely obsolete and not up to date, and
yeah, it's definitely not up to date. You guys haven't put the new loot since.
It's 4 months out of date.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
I think the last one, like you guys haven't done your loot since 6/21. So that was all the loot that's the new loot that you guys would be selling. Everything from character loot from 6/21 below, you guys should have sold it already in Brindle and should have gold from there.
Yeah, because I only have.
You guys took.
I only have 1,200.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I only have 1,200.
Yeah.
So like, I even if we were to buy anything, I don't have anything I could possibly afford. So
be right back.
like I could buy a shit ton of potions, but that's like wasting my money.
Yeah. Right. What I'm saying is that you guys haven't done the loot stuff, the loot split from 6/21 and below. So you need to all do that. Of course, some of the stuff you guys did, like the headbands and some of the rings, like everybody just took that, give to each other character that would need it. All the extra stuff, like the gold, you guys haven't split that yet. I don't think you guys have, or I'm not sure if you have, but I don't think you guys have. Yeah, there's all that stuff. That's it. And of course, the new stuff we got, the belt and might +2 versus armor +3. I know the armor +2 gave the druid, so we can know.
See, the other bit is that like all the money and wealth that we divvied up for those other people that popped in and out, now we're short.
Yeah. So you just have to
All right, so look, real quick. Does that fight give us enough XP to get to level 8? And does everyone else while Mike's doing that, does everyone else in the party have an idea of how much their total value is on their character sheet? Because we've had which is fair, like just because of the way stuff drops, we've had uneven loot distributions. So like people will have different values of gold per character kind of thing.
Yeah.
In terms of like permanent assets and stuff. So like if I look at Volcani's sheet on PC Gen, he has a total value of 36,944.41 gold. Like in terms of all the stuff on his person. Now, and I asked that question because there's the likely event that we are under geared for level.
So from that encounter alone, you got like, I think it was a pretty tough CR creature, but I mean, you guys are still at least. Let me see.
All right, I don't have that anymore.
You guys are still. Yeah, you guys are still at least 7K away from level 8.
Ugh.
7K away from level 8. Yeah, you haven't done that much encounters since you left Brindle. And that's the last stack of XP I have from you guys. And also the only loot that kind of distributed your guys off a little bit was when you had Iris in your team, because she was the main fighter. When Alex came in, he didn't get any of your loot, guys, because he just jumped in for that session or two. So he didn't actually get any loot at all. So yeah. So any loot that you guys have misdistributed, or I guess a little bit chunked away a little bit, is from Iris's extra character or her character. But then he left quite a bit after a while. And then, of course, the breastplate, it went to Vulcani, so you guys are good there.
Yeah.
He didn't get anything else practically, except just a little bit of gold from their first loot split, like way, way back then. So you still have that new loot split, but you guys haven't, actually divvied it up yet. But you guys have gotten magic items from it, so I know everybody has some wealth on them because, like, somebody has belt of Mighty Constitution +2, the other person has the same thing.
Right, I have the belt on my character sheet. That's fine. It's just like everything else.
Yeah. And then braces of armor +3 was a druid.
Stripes toadstool poison. Yeah. I will add those.
And then, of course, now you get the potions, invisibility, the potions, cure mind wounds from that last fight from the assassins. And then from the rest, the runes of rest, I mean, everybody has like that +1 stud leather armor, all these like long bows and long swords that you guys haven't sold yet. Or you have sold, but you sold in Brindle. So you guys haven't divvied that up yet. I know some people kept some of this stuff, like the wand of cause fear and disguise self. I think the bard has. And the +2 mithril chain shirt. Somebody has that. I'm not sure who has it. I think Mordos has it, but I'm not sure. I know the belt of Mighty Constitution +2 went to the druid, so he has that. And then the Boral Bead 2nd level, of course, that went to Vulcani, so he has that. The Lantern or Vulcani. The Eyes of the Eagle, I think is Miles. He has it.
Yep.
And the rest of stuff is just all gold that you guys need to divvy up.
Because yeah. None of us can wield the short swords or the. I mean, I guess Volcani could take that Masterwork dagger.
And he's back. All right. Anybody else still here?
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna take a little break. I'll be right back in a minute.
I'm gonna take that Masterwork dagger from 725.20.
All right.
The poisons, the potion of blur. Who took the handy haversack, by the way? Did I take it?
I think so. It would make sense for you to have it.
Yeah, because I'm the guide. Yeah, it's on my sheet. Okay, so we're good on that. So the 6 banded mail, the steel shields, the masterwork longsword, the masterwork composite longbows at a +2 strength bonus, the large chain shirt, the +1 short swords. Unless someone can wield +1 short swords, or a +1 short sword.
Nope.
Let me check. I don't remember what
Okay.
weapons I'm allowed to wield.
I got a war flute.
All right, I am going to. Let's see, let me go back. Because I need to go all the way back to everything after 516. So let me add that to the sheet. Because motherfuckers fucking with my spreadsheets.
Is the short sword a simple weapon?
No, it's a
No,
martial.
it's a martial.
Okay, then no.
Okay, so. Oh, man.
Elixirs of truth and love. I can't wait to use those. Yeah, I had a few. I was thinking about using the cause fear. The intimidation one was good, but you know what? We didn't need any of it. It's funny, the acid bomb was the most devastating thing on the field, and you almost forgot about it. As far as the town visit, though, I would assume I bought a few potions, because it looks like I have like at least 1900 gold. So So, Bard 2, Druid 3. So because I'm a bard, this potion costs me more. Is that how Pathfinder really works?
Yep. For whatever reason,
Yeah.
for the equivalent spell for bards and clerics, for whatever reason, and sorcerers, costs way more money to make or to get a hold of.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense because I'm not really in the magic circles, even though
Yeah.
I'm in like all the circles. So I gotta pay 400 GP per cure moderate wounds. So I could buy at least 3 for 1200. I'll put that in the chat. Remove that from my sheet.
Alright. You guys got any idea on how we can quickly import everything from 516 forward into the damn treasure sheet? Because, goddamn.
Uh,
Well, Google Sheets always has the history method. You can always look at the history and restore previous versions of the sheet. You could copy what we have that's forward to that, and then just restore it to a previous version that's not fucked up, and then
So I
re-input
fixed
those
it. I
items.
fixed it. It's just I got to get all this info in there, and it's just.
It's not worth doing.
It's in a weird format,
now.
and it's not comma separated variable or anything, and it's not.
Put together by some kind of dumbass, I'm sure.
Wait. Fuck it. I'm just gonna have to do it line by fucking line. Oh my god, why is it?
So, maybe we should move to a different system. You know that tabletop simulator game? That could be
No,
cool.
God, no.
I got a couple free versions of that to hand out, if that's any incentive.
No, I have it. It's fine. It's just, it's awful to use.
Yeah, it would be no cost to start using. It's cool because it's 3D, man. Why don't you like it?
Because then you have to do all the math by hand.
It doesn't have macros.
No, I mean kinda, but not really. You'd have to code them in by hand. It'd be shitty. Especially with Pathfinder. No, you would die. You would hate yourself.
Well, I think games like that have packages, right?
No.
Like fucking community-made packages. Some guys I talked to online said they had some for Magic the Gathering.
Right, but it doesn't do any math.
Right, Magic doesn't.
No, none of them do. The cheat, like it doesn't. You'd have to write scripts, literally computer programming, to get it to do anything.
Boring. Alright, well, So I bought the 3 Cure Moderate Wound Potions, but I probably would have gave one to Volcani because he's been hanging out on the front lines.
Someone wants to start looking up how much these things are worth. That'd be amazing.
I was adding the stuff that we were missing because the last time I updated the sheet was from the bell tower.
Oh, you have an updated version of it from the bell tower? Then I'm looking at the wrong one. Or, hang on, wait. Where are you?
I'm down at the bottom of the sheet.
Are you on the treasures page or on the dick content sold? Because someone made it redundant.
I'm on the treasure page.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Is that not the page to put stuff on?
That is actually the page to not put stuff on. That's the one, like... Alex broke the thing into 2 pages for some dumb reason, and part of the way I was annotating things was that we were doing little black placeholders for where things are supposed to go. But hang on, since you've done this,
I think he was
give me
trying to do
one.
it for the loot share, like for the party loot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was looking. I'm back now, and I was looking a little bit. I was looking at XP, and depending, since this is Pathfinder, and depending how 3.5 was, and I'm trying to look at the XP where you guys are at. I'm thinking like a little bit better for the fast because I was looking at the old XP, and of course this one as well, the medium. And since you guys are a party of 4, I would think at this point you guys would be past that since it's going to be the different scales because there's 3 scales for Pathfinder.
Okay,
I
hang
think
on.
it'd be
Since you
better, especially with your group. I think you guys would have gone the fast track instead, especially how this module is. So you guys would hit already level 8 already. So you guys are level 8. If I'm gonna follow that because that's a lot easier. So you're actually halfway through to almost level 9 at this point. So you guys are level 8. So you should level up your characters. Everybody should level them up to level 8, 8th level.
All right.
Especially with the group of like 4, party of 4 PCs. Because before you guys had like 5 or 6 people at first, and of course I think that's why the XP is a lot easier because it was going to be a lot slower because you had a lot more people.
hang on one moment, boys and girls. I'm gonna. Okay, I am on the content sold page. I'm gonna temporarily hide this sheet since we do not need it anymore. And oh wait, hang on. Did I get all the gold values? I need to make sure I get the gold values. I did not. Okay. Boom. Music bot died. Okay. So if everyone looks at the content sold thing, which I'm going to.
Sorry, I didn't break it up with the black bars. I wasn't sure.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We can always insert them later. I'm just appreciative of the fact that you did it at all. I didn't realize that it was in here. So, you're beautiful.
I didn't price check everything though, unfortunately.
Don't worry about it. It should be pretty good. Okay, so now we're looking at hang on. We don't even need to look at the data sheet. We can hide that because we don't. Well, yeah, it's fine. Hide that. Okay, and I believe all of the things are set up properly for who's getting what. See, let me. Okay. Then that should update the drop downs. Beautiful. And we'll just say that is. I'm going to do a little bit of a brute force thing here on the date. Hang on 1 second. I need to let the cat out.
Man, I was totally wrong about this being some sort of awesome fortress. At least where we entered.
Okay, so then the only thing I'm uncertain about is some of the dates in the date column. Because there's stuff from both before the 23rd, but then after the 23rd, like they're out of order for some reason. Any idea why that might be, gentlemen?
That I don't. I can remember.
No, I don't know why.
Because ideally it should match the entries that Mike has been providing us, but for some reason they're out of phase. And there's a bunch of stuff from the 23rd, but it doesn't match the 23rd in the log?
Very interesting.
Oy. I should have just given Draco the only permission and not let anyone else touch it.
There you go.
But I thought, nah, it's fine. You guys will do it. No.
You can give me permission because I just won't touch it because I'm like really not interested.
I don't blame you.
I'll just put my name on something. That's what I want to do. But you could just create a form on the side that would change those fields anyway, and then any player could submit a form that says, I claim that one, I claim that one.
Okay, so how to fix it?
I'm getting way too relaxed, by the way.
You? No. Come on. What? Okay, because the Bastard Sword of Frost is in here from the 16th. Oh, see, that's part of what it is. Okay. Appreciate the level up, by the way, Mike.
Yeah, because I think it makes more sense with the track that you guys are on than you were on before.
Leveling up to 8, get an ability point. I'm putting it in intelligence.
I put mine into wisdom.
How am I rolling for HP again? I don't remember.
You can roll or take half.
I'll take the half.
Alrighty.
What the hell is my hit die? What's the alchemist HP?
A D8.
D8. So 4.
Ooh. Can I still choose to take half, or I have to take
Yeah, you can still take half.
Oh, well, if we can roll to get better, hang on.
So yeah, you just take half.
That's hilarious.
Well, this is going to be interesting now. I can now transform into huge-sized creatures.
Oh, damn, dirty.
And medium-sized elementals and plant creatures.
Yeah, get that plant action.
And I can also turn into tiny or diminutive. Sorry.
Oh, man, now I have a shit ton of skill points to throw around. Which is immediately going to go into fly, because I can now learn the fly with fucking potions.
Nice.
I have max 52 health points now. I can take like 4 hits. Well, maybe 3.
What?
Alright, so I leveled up, got my hit points, get some skill points. Okay, so my skills, they can't go above a certain rank, right?
Yeah,
8.
yeah, 8. It can't go above 8.
Okay, it has nothing to do with my stats.
No, it's equal to your level.
Okay. So, because that use magical device sure could use some boosting. Okay. I guess that's it.
Okay. I'll update my skill points in a moment on the main sheet anyway, and then let's see what else. Bonus languages, because I learned a bonus language from getting Smurder.
Oh man, I have languages I was supposed to learn.
What?
My character has languages that he was supposed to learn.
Pick Aclo, Gnome, Goblin, and Halfling. Goblin. Because that makes sense.
Oh, which reminds me.
I think that's it. My survival sucks.
I get an actual discovery at level 8. Fuck. Yeah, boys and girls. I have no idea which ones I was going to pick because I was usually going to be Bomb Man. Now I have to be the Melee Man.
Well, you do have the Druid. Druid has been.
It's true.
Both of you guys have been playing the role.
Fast bombs. There is no better.
And I just learned another language. So I can be able to speak to the elementals.
Nice.
Let's see. I have another level 3 extract per day. And I learn 2 more to add to the thing. Beautiful. Jacob, you've been kind of quiet. What you thinking of?
I'm just
I think-
putting in the stuff for my sheet.
Yeah, I
Huh.
think leveling.
Alright. Just word for a sec.
Extra attack, baby. Whoever's BAB, now you got 2 attacks for the 3/4. Yeah.
When do you get a secondary attack?
Level 8 for 3/4 BAB, which I think is the Inquisitor, the Alchemist, and the Bard. And the Druid as well.
Yeah.
All you guys are 3/4 BABs, so you guys all get an extra attack.
Hmm.
Plus
Do
6 plus
I
1.
go monstrous physique or beast shape? Monstrous physique, beast shape. Both are good.
You'll definitely need it. You'll need whatever you guys can bring when the Battle of
Mhm.
Windows happens.
Mm-hmm. Small or medium creature of the animal type, 8 minutes. We're gonna go fly and we're gonna go monstrous physique, I'm pretty sure. Small or medium monstrous humanoid. Hmm.
Is that iterative attack for everything?
Yeah. It's an extra attack for melee or range. Extra.
Oh
extra
yeah!
when you do
My
a full
saves
attack.
and BAB go up. Fuck yes! Finally!
I was muted. So the BAB thing, I get to make a second attack, is that right?
Yeah, you have a second attack when you do full attack. Only when you do full attack.
Which means whenever I do...
Like a full attack action, kind of like when you hear Yeager say full attack action, he uses his all action to do his maximum attack. So for him right now would be 3 attacks. He has rapid attack. It'll be 1, 2, 3.
So I could do 3 also?
No, you could do 2. He has rapid shot. He has a feat. So that was a poor example. Sorry.
Oh.
He would do 2 attacks. 1, 2. That's what he would do.
With
so
one
now
action?
You have 2 attacks. 1, 2. That's one action. But it takes your whole action though. You can't do anything else.
I can't move?
You can do 5-foot step, but you can't move.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah. So that's what full attacks are. Like usually it's really more important for fighters and barbarians, people that have like full attacks a lot faster.
Right.
Yeah.
I get another second level and another third level.
Oh boy. He's finally become a goddamn little shape-shifting bastard.
Yeah, alchemists are really good at buffing. You give them enough time, they can buff the shit out of themselves.
Yep. Yep.
Of course, you haven't got mirror image. That's amazing stuff for alchemists.
Money. and the slots, and yeah.
Well, you were in town. You could have bought it. Remember,
You know, you're right. You're right.
That's
But
what. Yeah, that's what I'm being serious. Like you guys were at least there for a day or two. You had stuff to buy with the gold you guys got. So I'm giving you time just to do it because mostly you're gonna need it in this dungeon. And that was my fault. I kind of figured you guys were gonna do it, but I should have nagged you guys maybe a week ahead or so. Like, have you guys done this? I should have nagged you so you guys know. Like, you have to like grab your stuff. That was my bad too. I've been busy with work. I'm trying to look for a new job, so I've been doing interviews because my old contract is ending. So I've been busy working for my old contract, finishing that by the end of the month, and then I'm going to be looking for work again. So I've been doing trying to do interviews and stuff.
All right. My wisdom score went up now, and now I have a +6.
nice.
So all the save DCs have gone up for mine.
Nice. Oh my god, I'm not going to pass them.
No, okay. For the highest spell, the highest save that I have right now for 4th level is a DC 20.
Why do you do this to me? I'm going to cry.
Okay, look. The saves now for my 1st level spells are DC 17.
No, that's fine. I mean, I'm glad you have high DCs because actually I would like to lose, not win. If I win too much, that means you guys are going to die.
Yeah. But also
Got a
means
point.
I can craft more of my concoctions now per day.
Fucking badass. Yeah, six fucking potions for free each day. That's awesome.
Yeah.
At your highest level, I think, like 3rd level. Yeah.
Yeah, 3rd.
If you choose to go higher, you have to actually use a spell slot though. So that's more of a choice. Yeah, that's more of a choice if you want to do that.
Yeah. But still, just 3rd level, like, hey, I'm running low on spells. Oh wait, no I don't. Pop. Chunkus.
And I think there literally is a loophole in your herbalism because unlike an alchemist or anything else where they have to pay gold and buy it, you guys get it for free. It's a 6.
Yeah.
Okay. And they don't go away. They're not like extracts. So you literally each day can get 6 and just store it. If you actually think about it.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of cure minor wounds and have that like if people are going down and like here's some concoction.
Yep. And also we also picked up like some care lights last time as well with the ambush.
Oh yeah, I mean, but those mostly you drank or sold or whatever you're gonna do with it, or drink. Yeah.
I am now a healthier boy. My my freaking I now have a 73 health.
Nice. Very cool.
Yep. And I can now transform into plants and diminutive creatures.
Mortis is over here. Are you over here, Mortis, with them?
I was looking at the statue.
Oh, you were? Oh, my bad. I moved you, my bad.
Yeah, Mordos, he starts smoking a joint, walks around.
Yeah, the statues are pretty cool. They're big. They're like large-ass statues. You think they're gonna attack you, but they're just actual statues. You freak out in your haze while you're smoking. Oh, did you level your character?
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just looking at the entry for Bard here.
Awesome.
So I think I did everything. I got a new performance ability. I increased my health. Did my skills. Get a second attack now. I get to pick new 3rd level spells. That's cool.
Ugh.
Bards get to pick from lots of spells.
Hey, Mike, could I have a notes handout in
No,
the
what?
just a blank handout in the journal
Oh, okay.
that I can tweak and edit because I'm going to put in the list of things that the Monstrous Physique 1 can turn into.
Okay. How
With
do I
all of
do
the
that? Handout,
I forget when I don't have GM power. You can right click.
edit. Okay. Well, you want me?
Yeah.
What do you want me to call it?
Just a blank handout and just give me access to it and I'll tweak it, whatever. We'll go from there. Because Monstrous Physique 1 has a lot of things in it that I need to remember.
You work for people to look at too.
Hmm?
You work for other people to look at as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, which one? You or everybody?
I want everyone to be able to look at it, but I'm to be the only one to be able to edit it.
Okay, gotcha. Perfect.
Holy
There you
shit.
go. Should be. There you go. Blank handout.
Mm-hmm. If Roll20 decides to stop being a piece of shit.
I know, right? And I haven't had time. I want to play with that one that you guys showed me. That
But
tabletop
Foundry?
one.
Foundry's dope.
No, not Foundry. I have to pay for that to play with it fully. The other one, the one that you hosted on your computer. I think my computer
Foundry.
can handle it. I need a new gaming computer. Oh yeah, maybe it is the Foundry one. Yeah, I need to get a new computer, which in the future I'll get. Not right now, but my computer's kind of old. It's like 5 years old or more.
Still cheap to build your own.
Yeah, I built my own on this one, but this one still had a lot of good stuff, and I got pretty high stuff, so that's why it's pretty strong. I think I spent like almost like 2K on it, like
Yeah.
1,900 or something.
Upgrade pieces.
But I got a really good video card back then, and like good RAM and like the hard drives and stuff like that. But now if I buy it again, I know exactly what I want. I just want a good video card and RAM and a hard drive for enough space, and that's it. I mean, I don't need any of the extra stuff. But that's why it costs more because I got all the extra stuff. Like I got like a really booming like stereo system and everything else. Like this stereo system, I would still keep. I could use it for my new computer, or I could use it as like a boombox thing. Like if I want to play music, like a pachanga or something. It's pretty loud, and the buffer is pretty good.
And Roll20 is just going to be a piece of shit. Okay, so that's fun. Can't edit the handout because Roll20 is choking. Wonderful.
Choking just a little bit. Wow. I hit like almost 80% CPU utilization. Crazy.
Oh, you're on a laptop?
No, it's my desktop, dude. It's a hex core.
Oh, damn.
My GPU's helping out, but
What kind of processor do you have?
it's an AMD. It's
Oh,
gotta
okay,
be like
that's why.
I don't know. It might only be like 2.1 or something like that. 6 core.
Yeah, I have an i7. Mine's 8 core. Yeah, my CPU is not that bad. Like, luckily, like I try to like just make sure everything's what I install and what I don't install on my computer.
Yeah, but I'm running OBS and Discord and camera software and all the good shit, baby. Making this workhorse work. There we go. Ha 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 ha. Give me haste, motherfucker. Oh yeah.
That makes you guys super powerful. Like Yeager, we would do 4 attacks.
Wow.
It'll be 1, 2, and then from rapid shot, and then from his irritant.
I don't want y'all to be mad at me, but I could have already had that. However,
this whole battle would be a lot easier.
Crushing
You're
Despair.
gonna die. Oh, I forgot to get spells, guys.
Crushing Despair
Wow.
has helped us in multiple occasions, and that was Morados's first choice.
I also have Channel Vigor, so I can cast Haste on myself already.
You know what? You have
Channel Vigor.
You have Blistering Incentive, right? And then you have Crushing Despair. To tell you the truth, Crushing Despair is a lot stronger than Blistering Incentive. You should trade those out if you have them.
Wait, Blistering Invective is a 2nd level spell.
Oh, okay, never mind. Nah, that's why. Never mind.
See,
never mind.
the-
I thought
the
it was a
real
third level
answer-
spell. My bad.
The real answer is first the bard throws down Dirge of Doom to give all enemies that he hits with it within 30 feet will have Shaken, which imposes a -2 on their save on all of their saves, which is fucking dope.
Yeah.
And then since they have a
Dirge
-2,
Bard.
then you can debuff like a motherfucker.
Yeah. I think Dirge of Doom, I think you get it this level. Unless
Yep,
it's your
I sure
archetype
do.
swap out. Unless your archetype swap it out, I'm not sure.
I don't think my archetype swiped it out.
Okay, so if you get it, it's really cool because they don't get a DC against it. There's no DC. It just happens. Like we looked it up with our other Bard players. There's no DC for it. Like it has no DC. Like you would think it would say DC for it, but it's like it just happens. So as long as they can hear you and see you, it happens, and they just get hit and they get hit for shaking. So it's like damn.
Yeah.
But you have to keep playing though. That's the only thing. You have to
Well,
keep
yeah,
playing.
after 5th level, the archetype doesn't really affect it anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, Doom or Dirge is really good, but you have to keep playing it for it to stay in effect. That's the only I guess downside of it.
Well, that's
but it's a
great.
free shaken.
action. Yeah, free action to continue to play it, and then I could cast
Yeah.
other stuff on it. I jump up to 3 spells known, so I could grab myself haste and then get something like fucking Deep Slumber.
I don't know how you get the sheet in Pathfinder or Roll20 Pathfinder to do shape-shifting, Mike. Because we gonna need it.
Oh, we just do it as a buff. I think that's what what's his name? Miles has been doing. He's been doing it as a buff.
It's been doing it as a buff.
Yeah, it's a buff. It's a buff. You just modify. So
Fucking wild.
Yeah. Yeah, it's set as a buff. That should work.
Ugh. So really,
Okay. Yeah, so you only change death. Oh, Dance of the Dead. That's nice. And then Haunted Eyes, Secrets of the Grave, Haunting Refrain. Okay. That's pretty cool. Oh, remember I'm not sure if you. Oh no, only when you perform that. Oh, when you choose to perform keyboard or percussion check in place of intimidate check to demoralize your opponent, you add bonus equal to half his guard level. Remember, you can do that, but you have to have performed keyboard or percussion.
Well, for
And in
percussion,
this,
I was
any fear that he creates is made with a -2 penalty, and this penalty increases by -1 every 5 levels beyond 5th. So remember, you have that ability, Mordos.
Mike, you might appreciate this one. Since you're paying for Roll20 Premium or whatever, you could probably implement this.
What can I have? I think I have Pro.
There's a whole bunch of shit in here. I don't know how to use it, and I don't have Roll20 Premium to test it, so...
Oh, physique. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. It gives you links to the monsters.
Yeah, I updated the handout note, so that should be fine.
Yeah. Oh, so you just get it. Okay, so if you're small, you get a plus size bonus to dexterity and plus natural mind. Okay, cool. Okay. That's Or you can shapeshift to a medium monster if you want to get +2 size bonus to your strength and match +2 natural armor. And then you can get different abilities.
Mm-hmm.
20 dark vision. Okay, cool. I don't know how to implement this stuff though. if that's what you're asking me.
No, I mean that's what I'm saying. It's like this might be the smart way to do it for everybody.
Oh, they want to do handouts and stuff. Okay.
No. Read the thread. I linked it in general chat.
Oh, my bad. I'm looking at it wrong then. I'm looking at Roll20. Creative ways to track wild shape. Oh, okay. For the token thing. Gotcha. Alrighty. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'll definitely do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like, yeah, you guys. I mean, tell me what shapes you're gonna usually normally create or make or whatever, and I'll just make tokens and I'll start doing a table item or table.
Gargoyle for Volcani would probably be pretty fucking solid. Because it can fly. It's good.
All right, cool.
I don't know if we'll need a swimming one. We'll resolve that when we get to it.
Gotcha. All right, so yeah, I'll do that for you and for the druid. I'll put like tiger, vulture. I don't know any other animals you can think of. Miles or Perfilo. If you can think of any animals you most likely you're going to normally change, just let me know. And I'll make a token for it, and I'll try to make a table for your token. So when you switch, you can switch your token.
All right.
And I'll look at it there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll write a little or a little buff in here for temporarily. Because it's going to change a lot.
Huh.
I guess you just missed the volcanic storm, right, Miles? So you guys can walk normally.
Yeah. But we still have to wait for the I don't know, the fires to burn out from this hail, and if that caught on fire or whatever.
Gotcha.
Should I take the healing spell? Miles does a good job healing, so I don't know if I would really need to have the
I mean,
cure serious wounds.
to be fair, the whole thing's been going. Like at some point, I'm gonna go down again. So it's always good to have someone as backup if someone drops.
Hi.
Man, I'm gonna like. I just want to spend $5 just to get the things for the radiuses. So we have to draw them out anymore.
You don't need to. You shouldn't. There's a way to do it.
I know. I should do it. I need to get some time just to make them so I can save them as tokens. But I want to be lazy and say, "Did I hear $5? Somebody already did a colorful one for me."
Man, I could get screwed.
yeah,
because then you even if you bought the little packet, like you'd still have to set them up and shit, and it's just.
And also, they don't give you all. Yeah, they don't
Right.
give you all. They give you up to like 40 feet or something. So if you have like 50 and 60, you still have to draw it out. Well, I kind of saved the 20-foot one kind of off the side. I think it's still kind of crooked and messed up, so it's like we still need to fix it. It's just funny. So yeah, but that creature's dead. I'm assuming you guys perception and look around its body or its
Yeah.
lair. All right, so while you guys looking around the lair, and of course the fire's still burning, and it eventually goes out. I'm guessing most of you guys maybe cast create water and kind of like dish it out so the fire doesn't get too strong, and you
Yeah.
just cast create water. After that, you look around. I guess everybody make or yeah, you don't even perception based. And oh, but yeah, even with 30, you're fine. I forget, yes, super. I mean, you see everything. You notice on the creature over here,
Uh-huh.
she's wearing a bracelet around one of her forelegs, and it's a string of 7 black pearls. And that's what you see around her. And that's
I've seen
the
that
only magic
before.
item. Or not magic item, sorry. That's the only mundane item you see on her.
Can I roll a knowledge on that thing to make sure that I know that we've seen that before?
Is it magic?
Oh, yeah, it's not magic. If you cast Detect Magic on it, oh, thank you. It's not magical. It's mundane. It's actually like jewelry. It's like a real
Oh, it's jewelry.
Yeah, it's jewelry. So you guys do praise to see how much it is.
Can I do like a knowledge local maybe? To recognize
No,
it?
appraise. It would be appraise.
No, I want to be able to recognize it. It's
Recognize it? Oh, yeah, you can do knowledge local, but you don't really recognize it from somewhere else, to be honest. Like,
I
it's
could have
just
sworn we've seen a monster with that same kind of thing on there.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, usually Bekirs don't carry stuff like that. This is something specific to this creature.
Yeah,
like, it looks like a bead. Like, it kind of looks like a rosary that she's carrying on her forearm.
We've seen like multiple bestial creatures with like adornments like that. I'm pretty sure of that.
Oh, yeah, but they weren't beads. They weren't beads. They were like more like a bracelet, like actual magic item. This one's like a beads, like beads circled around her foreleg.
Okay.
And these beads look like they're like more with your knowledge local, and you kind of decipher just because you have knowledge in religion too. And I can imagine Yeager looks at it too. Both of you guys figure out that most like she's using these jewels, this jewelry, as almost like a rosary, like to pray to God.
Oh.
All right.
So it actually means something to this. Oh, yeah, because she was pretty smart.
Yeah, so appraise with 25, you know that around this string of 7 black pearls, each pearl is worth 500 gold pieces. Each of the black pearls, and there's 7 black pearls. There's 7 black pearls on it.
Damn.
Wow, big money boner there.
Hell yeah! I mean, she was a woman. She didn't have a boner, but she was a big ass woman. Hey, because you could tell she could wreck your shit.
Yeah, it was pretty damn close. I'm having a hard time. I'm trying. Should I take the spell sleep or the healing spell?
Sleep? Level 1 spell?
No, I mean deep sleep. It affects 10 HD creatures. 10 HD is pretty big, right?
Did you get haste?
I got haste already.
Hang on.
Because I got the haste, and then I also got holy shit! I thought I got crushing despair, which I'm gonna keep. That it's great.
What did they say? Just
I
a
can
gist.
switch out one of my other ones.
Good hope is okay, but you got inspire courage, so you don't need it as much.
Right.
Haste. We said haste. Oh god, did you already take haste? Okay. Because let's be real, haste is arguably one of the best buffs ever created in the freaking game.
That was the hard choice the first time I got their level spell. I was like, buff or debuff? Buff or debuff?
Odds are haste on your opening round is probably like gonna be your best move for like a good 12 levels from now. It's super good.
Yeah.
Because it makes the whole party better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dispel Magic is pretty good.
Dispel Magic is fucking solid.
That's a good one too.
You can tell me you got Dispel Magic.
Yeah, that's a solid move.
I have that on my spell list. But
I
I just
figured
on your
Ghost Club
list,
would be
but, like,
useful,
yeah.
considering
I
I might as well go with the heal spell because If I pop
Purging
off,
Finale is interesting. I haven't looked at it personally, but I hear it's good.
oh, I'm looking at the core rulebook. You must be looking at something else.
Core rulebook.
Sorry.
You gotta diversify your bonds. Wu-Tang Financial.
Okay, here I am.
Look.
I'm on SRD now.
Nah. Well, I mean, you can't. But look, this guy did, like, here's some of the good fucking bard spells. Like, they're in the list.
Oh my god, now I'm gonna be busy for another 10
Alright,
minutes.
top 4 bard spells from level 3. Dispel Magic, Haste, Invisibility Sphere, Purging Finale. According to this one guy. I
Removes
can
negative-
confirm, though, that Dispel Magic and Haste. God tier. Now,
Invisibility sphere
Dispel
also.
Magic is the one you pick up like as your last level 3 learned as a spontaneous caster, because that those like couple of levels where you start learning level 3 spells, you probably won't need it until you absolutely need it later on in the game, if that makes sense. Right? Because, you just turn level 5 or level 6 or whatever, and you just now get level 3 spells. You're not fighting a lot of spellcasters. But when you start getting like 8, 9, up to 12, they gonna be fucking everywhere. And motherfuckers gonna be pre-buffed because they heard you coming. Or, they just have like permanent buffs up all the time. Dispel Magic gonna save you and your party.
Yeah, Dispel Magic's good.
If that makes sense.
Oh no.
Oh, that's right.
How about this one? Terrible Remorse. You cause the target to harm itself. Even if they save, they're still staggered for 1 round and -2 to AC.
Because from where the Pathfinder Bard is structured, because their spell level progression, the levels of spells they have access to, is slightly behind the curve of like a wizard or sorcerer, the odds of your debuffs sticking to a bad guy are way lower.
I noticed that.
So it's less productive for you to throw them down.
Okay, I'll go with Dispel.
Um,
Sorry for the sidetrack, guys. It's 5
No,
minutes.
no, it's fine. I'm trying to help, and you're trying to pick cool stuff, and I get it. I know that feel.
I got that feel. Oh, I gotta change laundry now.
No worries. Okay.
Yeah.
Porfirio, you good on your druid? I think you get pretty straightforward at level 8, right?
Yeah, I get now much more wild states per day.
Yeah.
I get 1 more spell slot to level 3. My ability score improvement
Hang on.
increased.
Your level 3s and your level 4s both increase.
Oh yeah, 3s and 4s. My bad.
And then you get the wild shape, solid. Make sure you improve your fortitude and your saves across the board, and your base attack bonus should go up.
Yeah.
Hopefully the sheet should have done that properly. It may not have.
It doesn't do DID, I don't think, correctly. Or
Okay.
one of them.
Let's-
The sheet's not the best calculating, and after you do a lot of the changes for level up, hit the recalc button because it usually doesn't update everything correctly. I
Yeah.
usually have to force the sheet to go, oh yeah, you did a thing, let me fix.
Huh?
Okay, my base attack has gone up. Let's see.
6, 2.
I already said this earlier, but the saves for my spells have gone up. And certain spells now do more damage because I'm a higher level.
What does the slashes mean in the level up where it says for my level it's 6, it's +6/+1?
Okay, it means that your base attack bonus has improved to the point where when you do a full attack, you now get 2 attacks.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you are standing still and you or take a you could take a 5-foot step and then say I'm gonna full attack, and then you can just lay into a motherfucker with 2 attacks instead of just 1.
Or 3 if I use rapid shot.
You got it. Or even better, when you get hasted, then you get 4 of them.
Yeah, 4 attacks. Yep.
Just
Yeah, I picked up Ghost Whip since that's a touch attack. I thought
Ghost Ride the
it'd be
Whip.
good. Well, I thought it'd be good because it affects corporeals, so it affects ghosts and shit. And it's against touch AC and not regular AC because it's a ghost touch whip. Doesn't do a hell of a lot of damage, but it's got reach and can smack ghosts around like
Quick question.
your bitch.
What level spells do you have access to?
3 is my highest.
Okay.
And I took Dispel Magic for my level 3 spell, and then I used my favorite class bonus to pick up Ghost Twist.
That's fun. You get a flavor
Probably
spell
better
and you
than
get a powerful utility spell.
Yeah. Probably better than my battle axe because I can whip people through cover and be like, fuck you, fuck your cover, I'm smacking you in the face, bitch.
I like it.
I mean, now, like, to be fair, I haven't had to do melee up to this point. The only magic I have now is because of the Mighty Fist +1. So now my natural attacks count as +1 magical.
Yo, you got a second judgment too.
Yeah.
Oof.
And with Len Judgment, I get to pick which one I share with you.
Nice.
It's
Make
probably
sure you
going to be healing and plus AC.
make sure you
That's gonna be the
improve
one.
your level 2 and level 3 spell slots. By the way.
What do you mean?
You gain more spell slots of those levels.
Oh yeah, spells known.
And more spells known.
Well, spells per
a
day too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I upped them both. I did somehow manage to forget that I actually gained his feet at level 7 and forgot to add that to my sheet. Which I've now corrected because I'm a fucking idiot. It's not a big deal anyway.
What
It
happened?
was just deadly aim.
So I left for a couple seconds.
I was a dumb idiot and realized when I was leveling my character I forgot to give myself my feet for level 7.
Oh, it happens.
Not that it would have done anything anyway, it was just deadly aim. I have to.
Actually, damage is
My
nice.
next feat is when I start to get the real good shit. That's when I get to start to do like Hammer the Gap and many shot stuff.
Nice.
So deadly aim is still okay, but I mean I don't want to really take attack.
I believe you can turn on iterative attacks on your
Character sheet. Yeah, I think you can.
inside each individual attack macro if you wanted.
Yeah, you can turn on the iterative. Yes, sir.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
I've already had to do it for rapid shot because I just have to give it because with rapid shot I don't take the iterative attack negative, so I just had to wipe out the -5.
So once you guys are kind of ready up, because I know you guys are loving your characters, do you guys want to do one more encounter as you enter the lair, or?
Sure.
It is already 11.
I mean, I'm down to do like one more encounter. I don't think it'll take too long.
We could do an intro or.
Yeah, like start the encounter, I guess. But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't expect to resolve it in like an hour.
Okay, that's fine. We can do that too.
But I think I'm ready, unless I'm dumb and
Yeah.
I forgot something.
I'm ready.
I think I'm okay as well, but I do need to improve my skills in a second.
By the way, the final tally on the gold being distributed out from the sales that we missed.
Oh, I have not even looked at the loot sheet anymore, my dude.
Okay, that's cool. Well, I know that I spent spent $1,200 on cure moderate wound potions and gave 1 to Volcani, so I have 2. Make sure we add those.
Yeah. I haven't
that
even priced out
retroactively
all
like
the
he
shit
offered.
that's on that sheet.
Yeah, we still haven't even put the values in there, so that's gonna slow us down quite a bit. And then I need to make sure that the dates are in there properly, because a lot of them are not, which is fine. Masterwork composite longbows from the 19th. Where the fuck is that from?
Just gonna add 2 to my cure moderate wounds. Yeah, baby.
Like once we get it all in alignment, we can double check how much should be sold for what. It's just a question of getting everything in the date column and the money column to align.
Yeah.
Because Draco already put the data in here for what we got.
The composite bows, we don't have a drop down for giving it away to an NPC. Those bows I gave to the elves.
Oh,
But it wasn't I just wanted to label it as something that wasn't sell, so it wouldn't get sold for cash.
Just label it to yourself, because I think it was you that gave them, so makes sense.
I don't know if all of the items are correctly categorized. I tried to fix most of the stuff to be in the appropriate treasure category if they were money or gems.
Yeah, the since all the things are basically either like straight value or half price for when you sell it, like as a magic item, it doesn't matter what the little drop down for category is, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as we note down the stuff that is not a barterable thing, like raw cash or art,
I
then we
think we
should be
gave
okay.
the braces of armor +3 to the druid, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah, because that won't meld into his body. He can still have it on when he turns to a wild shape.
Do we have 2 belts of mighty constitution?
Yeah, you guys got it. Vulcani has one, and the druid.
Okay.
Yeah, because both of you kind of melee, so the druid and Vulcani have those belts.
That seems solid. And then gonna take that masterwork dagger. I can always work backwards, by the way, so this is what's today?
The 19th.
19.
Up to here is the 12th. The 25th was from earlier. Oh, oops, my mistake.
No worries. And 725. Who took the Horn of Fall? Oh no, Miles took it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set these potion of cure moderate wounds that we have further down to party, so everyone can grab another one of those.
Mm-hmm. $20 GP. Where's this random 20 GP from? And then 100 silver pieces? You see that, right?
Yeah, that's after the necklace.
Yeah, and it's after the loot from Rest Town Hall.
I think that was the 6 large leather sacks, each containing 100 SP and 20 GP.
Okay. And then what I can do is, since we have... And then insert row.
I'm just going to insert the breaks for you.
That's solid. And a wisdom +2.
I'm back.
Insert row. And I think that will bring most of the things back into alignment. There's still a whole bunch of stuff missing from... Yeah, because we're missing all the stuff from 609, 608, 523.
There was nothing that you guys got from 608 or 609.
Well, what?
All that stuff, you didn't get that. Like the Varoth Keep stuff, you already did that. You already divvy all that.
No. On 608, there's the looted items for the Red Hand Scouting Party.
Scouting Party was 621. Oh, you're talking about
Look at the
reset.
character loot.
Yeah,
No.
the character loot is 912. Yeah.
No. Scroll back. Scroll back way up there. Above the deeds to Varoth Keep.
Okay.
608 0608 2020. Looted items for the Red Hand Scouting Party. There's... Oh no, they're in here. No,
there. You did all that shit already, man. You don't have to worry about that.
It's just not noted properly. Okay, so we're fine.
Yeah, the only thing you have to worry about is 621 and below. That's the only thing you have to worry about.
Okay,
Yeah,
so then
yeah.
we just need to make sure that the dates are in alignment then.
Right. All right, so let's continue the layer, and of course we're gonna do all this during the week, anyways. So we'll continue the layer and get to your next encounter and start it, and then we'll stop there.
All right.
So you're in the layer, guys. So what are you guys going to do as you guys heal yourself from the massive battle against the Fakir? And heal your wounds. What do you guys do since you're in this area? Or you're in this layer?
Sorry, I just want to check. Did you heal Volcani 26 for when I cast those cure lights?
I did not. I will do so now. 26. Appreciate it.
Sorry, go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. So you're in the lair. I mean, it's a stone type of carved out lair, and you burn the pile of hay and like broken bones and so forth, and then you see bones of like as if creatures ate before, and you see like a dead body close to the bones. There's another like dead creature there. Actually, she's eating it. But besides that, that's all you see. You see a lair around you.
So is this a pile of bones over here?
Sure.
Did the nest totally burn away?
Yeah, pretty much burned. Like half of it's perfectly gone. It's all burned up. It's just like a created water.
No treasure in the nest or any?
No, yeah. When you look into it, there's nothing there. It's just like this is a bunch of briars and like hay in there that you use to like sleep in. That's it.
All right.
Are the walls to the cavern like rough hewn, or are they a crumbled structure?
Say again?
Is it like a cave wall, or is it like a crumbled structured wall?
No, it's almost like kind of like a cave wall, or it's a cave wall to what you see, but it's like stone hewed. It looked like it kind of manifested into this area, but like I mean, like it's kind of natural, but it kind of looks kind of unnatural. Like maybe it got carved out a little bit by the creature, maybe, but it's kind of it's pretty natural from what you see.
Oh, but there's this big old statue just leading up to it. The stairwell leading up to it.
Yeah. So it looks like it's kind of made, but it looks like it's been messed with, like obviously the cave.
Yeah. May I make perceptions to look around the wall to see if I don't know, can find the. All right.
Yeah, definitely go for it.
That was what I was waiting to ask as well. Because this area over here where I moved Jaker is suspiciously straight.
Okay, go for
Suspiciously straight.
Right about this building.
Well, I hope you're straight.
Hey, you can be gay if you want to.
I love everybody.
He's just suspicious.
Yeah, that's how I get joke. My brother's gay. I don't care. I love everybody. Let's see. 3620. Yeeker, you don't see anything. You're like, you know what? This is a really good stone wall. Like as you look around the walls, like these are really nice. But then Miles sees it a little bit off. He's like, this stone wall right here you're looking at, like all the stone walls look good. They kind of carved in and so forth. But this stone wall particularly, there's something weird about it. And looks at it deeper, he notices. Yeah, he notices through the sides of this wall, it seems to be like very, very hard, and they're cleverly hidden seams integrated into the carvings of the wall. And when he touches it, it looks like it can be pushed. And if it's pushed, you can actually push the wall, and it opens into another area.
I do so.
Which wall was this?
This wall right here.
The suspiciously straight wall. I knew it.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't see it. You're like, it's a wall. But then Miles points out the weird, like, hidden seams because it's actually really hard to see.
Hang on. Is there any magic in this? Looking around in here, anything we might have missed in the pile of bones?
Yeah, detect magic and perception. You guys did. You didn't see anything else. The only thing you saw was on the creature.
Anything inside of the creature?
No, that you can think of. Nothing else was inside the creature.
Okay. He would have checked. Can you move me up? I'm trying to make sure my skill points are up to date because apparently it says I have 3 extra skill ranks that are not spent.
Well, maybe your max skills you forgot to up.
I mean, no. It should be. I haven't. Oh, maybe that's what it is.
So you did favored points for skills instead of hit points.
No, I've been putting all my favorite upgrades into more alchemist discoveries. So something's funky.
Try recalcing too. The sheet might be being stupid anyway.
That's possible.
Okay, so when you guys see this, when you guys see the wall as it opens up and you push it, since it looks like it's a secret door, you see a path going downwards, and it goes quite down, pretty far. Let's see. The patches. The thing you see is this. This looks like a long 10-foot wide hallway. Or actually, more than that. Almost like a 20-foot hallway. It's a long 20-foot wide hallway, climbs into a complete circle, sloping gently upward from the secret door. As you move, you travel a long way around this corridor, this passageway, until you kind of like keep going until you hit until you travel about almost most like Vukani tells you straight up, like, since his intelligence is pretty high, he's like, man, we travel almost like past 200 feet. So you guys have been traveling for a while down this corridor, down this passageway for a while, until you get to a point where you see kind of like there's an end. And of course, the incline floor is noticeable, but it's inclined, so you're kind of going upward, but it doesn't hamper your movement.
All right.
As you move up, let's see. And you just move up and you get to the other side. You see it keeps going for a while until like up to 200 feet, right? And you travel that along that way until you hit the kind of like almost see like you see it ending at this end of this passageway. I will take you guys this way.
Oh boy.
Please stop moving, touching your token, Mortis. You keep making it difficult for me, man.
My bad, man. I'm just sitting here playing around, and you're trying to get something done.
Yeah, I'm trying to like get you in there. You did it like 3 times.
Yeah.
Like I can't move you if you touch it. All right, so this is what you see.
Quit touching yourself.
Yeah, so this is what you see at the end of the corridor as you move forward.
All right. There's a quick question, Michael. As I was traveling down, may I make a perception to see if I hear anything like out of place, besides being, an obvious, probably like a layer to an evil lich.
What do you say? Like you said, you make a perception.
Yeah, make like a perception to see if I notice anything like, I don't know, off or something.
So as you're moving close to the end of this room,
Mm-hmm.
let me see.
Can we move cautiously, please?
Yeah, because I'd prefer not to just walk straight into an encounter without even trying to stealth.
So yeah, so you're moving in, and you hear like as you move in, Miles. Everybody else kind of like doesn't. Everybody's just walking with each other.
Oh,
But as
shit.
you move forward, you notice that like when you get to the end of the hallway, getting close to this wall, you see a wall at the end of this passageway. You notice that. You notice that something is moving along the walls, and you see something like ghastly or ghostly moving along the walls as you get close to the passageway, Miles.
Oh.
And me and Yeager are moving ahead stealthily.
As I'm moving forward,
Sorry.
I'm guessing Miles is in the front and Yeager's usually in the back. So let me move you guys around. Anyways, so you guys are moving around. This is what you see. That's what you see, Miles.
Everybody's sneaky as fuck.
Does this count as rocky terrain?
No, it's not rocky terrain.
Oh. Oh no.
Wait, do we
Oh,
all have to
dear.
be walking together?
Druid stealth, please.
So this is what you see as it circles around you. But you notice it. Miles notices it. He tells you there's things coming out of the wall as these creatures manifest like as if like they're ghostly figures and they come out of the wall. One comes from the side of Mordos and Miles, and the other side from Yeager and Yukani. And then there's another bigger creature. He looks a little bit more different, like he has more fur on him, like he's bigger, but he's still the same size as the other two, but he just looks more of an older creature, it looks like. And like he comes from like almost like this from the wall itself. So yeah.
Alright. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, I knew at some point these sons of
Lions
Yep.
made of ectoplasm. Ooh.
Don't cross the street.
Or do they go meow? Because they're cats? No?
Yeah, they're big lions. Yeah, big lions, you can tell. Like two of them, definitely one has a mane, the other two don't. And you see, I mean, this is what you see basically. That's what you see. It comes out of the wall, and they're gonna attack you. So you guys can roll initiative, and then we'll stop there. But they're gonna attack you as it's coming out of the wall, and then they try to reach at you.
So they automatically see the stealthy ass motherfuckers?
And you see them. Like Miles points them out as they come out of the wall.
No, I mean, do they see
That's
us?
surprised.
Because me and
Yeah,
Yeager
they
were
see you guys.
stealthing about.
Yeah, they see you.
They don't have to make like a perception check to see us. Bastards.
Yeah, they made a perception check. They see you.
And they beat a nat
I
20 stealth roll.
made my GM roll. I can make GM rolls. So yeah, they see you.
Okay, well,
Like I made.
Not
That's why
all
you
of
were able
us
to
are
see.
sneaky.
well,
Yeah.
Not all
that's
of you
why I'm
guys are
saying, like,
sneaky.
that's why I asked, did we have to all be together? Because I would have definitely figured that since Yeager and Moridos were of the same mind, and we both started stealthing at the same time, we probably would have broke off. And I definitely wanted to find myself against a wall.
Well, you can't.
sneaking along the
I
corner.
mean, you focus on your own stuff, obviously. Yeah.
Right. But, yeah, I definitely wanted to find myself apart from the group, not walking in the middle down the tunnel with everybody else.
Oh yes.
That's why I asked earlier.
I gotcha. Yeah, they see you.
Fuck, even with a 30, they got fucking laser vision.
I know. We rolled a natural 20 with the plus 10
Well, they are
modifier.
ghosts, and they can
They're ghosts and lions.
see us on the astral plane or
Yeah,
ethereal plane. Ethereal.
Basically, yeah. I mean, also they have really high perception. Kind of like think of cows. Like that's what they have perception wise.
Or they might have blind sense or some shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, they can tell. Yeah, they beat you. They beat you by 8 points, Mordos.
Oof.
Damn.
What the fuck?
I rolled really high. I got almost a natural 20.
Oof.
Yeah. So I mean, if you were stealthy, yeah, they would have missed you, Miles, and Mordos, and they would just attack the other three.
I mean, they got that racial bonus because they're fucking lions.
Yeah.
Yeah, the scent.
Oh,
Oh yeah, so just roll initiative, Miles. Oh, I mean, sorry, not Miles. Sorry, Mordos.
Yeah, let me get to my sheet.
Oh, I know what I'm doing on my turn because I have this prepared for this specific reason.
Has this been since the last encounter? I want to know if protection from evil is still going.
It's still going. You wasted maybe like searching, healing up, and then going down the hallway. I would say maybe like about 4 or 5 minutes.
Made it wear off.
Oh, okay.
I have to split it up. It's minute a level, and I have to split it up between the people I've untouched. So I gave 2 minutes to Mordos and Volcani and 3 to me.
Yeah, so it would have wore off. Yeah, you guys were there healing and checking stuff, and then coming down here. So it took about like 5 minutes.
Now I just want to know, do I beat the Lions? Yes. Finally, I beat the enemy in initiative.
I'll have the same initiative, so.
I'm saving my take a 10 initiative for when we get into some serious business like the Lich,
Oh wow, I did.
Yeah.
where I absolutely must go first.
Yeah. So that's what you guys see, and that's where we'll start next session as you guys fight these ghastly, ghostly lions.
All right.
Alrighty.
Well,
Spooky,
Ghost Whip is going to
Scary,
come in
ghostly
handy.
lions.
I'm glad you said ghostly.
They're not spooky, scary skeletons. Come on.
Yeah, they're undead.
And we don't have a cleric.
But you have a
You guys don't have
necromantic
a
bard.
Yeah, but Druid, he's kind of like a cleric. He's more naturey.
You have a necromantic bard.
I mean,
Hmm.
with Ghost Whip, I can damage them, but just
Woo!
very slowly. So 1d3, I'll be like fucking slowly killing them.
We'll be okay. I got +1 log spear. Be solid.
Well, I have a plan. It's only going to work for a small bit, but better than nothing.
So would they be a non-intelligent undead creature?
Well, if
It's
you
a
know
beast.
lions, if anybody knows knowledge nature, they know they're intelligent most likely as lions.
Intelligent then.
And so they're intelligent. They're animals. They have the intelligence of an animal.
Yep. What's Miles would know.
I
Yeah,
can
especially with
command
that-
undead.
I'll still make a roll just to see if I. Yep.
Them's lions, all right.
Yeah.
So the one with the mane is obviously the male lion.
He looks much more elder. That's all. Yeah.
Oh, so okay. Because you said one had a mane, so I was like thinking like, okay, one.
Yeah.
One's the
all of
male
them are
lion.
big lions. Yeah, all of them are large lions. So this one looks a lot more elder, like older.
Okay, this one.
Yeah.
Why?
All right, gentlemen. It's been fun.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Glad we got shit all up to date, more or less.
Yeah. Definitely look at the sheet. Talk about this week about your loot, what you have bought in Brindle, and says buy your stuff for Brindle. Assuming we were there, like a couple sessions ago.
We
as you
do
guys
need to
bought-
figure out how
you
much
guys bought.
money we have because we need to put in the
Yeah.
values for stuff from 725. But once we do
Yeah.
that, we're fucking solid.
All right, cool.
'Cause
And then you'll have
the-
that for next session.
Yeah, the thing will do the total gold for this sale, which would be everything we would have liquidated in Brindle from like the seven something. Actually, hang on, I can probably set it. Sell after just
Nice.
real quick.
Well, thank you for doing that, Baldo and Draco. Thanks for fixing that up. I love you guys.
Pretty awesome game.
Actually,
Yeah.
we can do something real quick. We'll just tell the thing that everything from the months of or the whole month of September. The whole month of September. What is it? 9. Yeah. And then it will automatically.
Oh,
If we
and-
leave the value information for everything of the month of September, everything from So that'll mean like everything that we've acquired from 725 upwards on the sheet, like from that point higher up all the way to loot from Rest Town Hall. Then once we get everything inputted, the total goal that everyone will get this sale in Brindle will be there right on the sheet. We just need to implement it. We'll be good.
Cool.
All right.
So at a minimum, everyone's earning 6.8k,
Wow.
which is.
That's
I'm sorry.
amazing.
No, that's the total. Everyone's earning 1.7k.
Okay.
I got a little too excited there.
It's like,
I mean, it's still like a small chunk. Yeah, I mean, 1.7. 1.7 is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, you're definitely going to get more loot in here, most likely here and there. So
Well, right. We're gonna get more stuff in here, but
Yeah, I'm trying to save my funds for a specific magic item, which is going to cost me 10,000 gold.
oof.
with that money though, I can get the vestments of the druid.
Oh yeah, on wild shape. Yeah.
Yeah, the extra wild suit.
I'm saving mine for the Baldric Bane, which gives me +5 effective levels to my
yeah.
Bane.
That one's
yeah, that's some
dope.
good shit. Man, you guys gonna be able to. If you guys can do that, oh man, then yeah, the Battle of Brindle, hell yeah, that'd be a lot better for you guys.
Morodos is trying
Get all
to
that
save him
shit.
to buy a temple.
Nice. All right, so yeah, next session we'll play next week. Hopefully everybody's available, and we'll continue the Ghost Lord's lair, and we'll start with this encounter.
All right.
Oh,
Glad
right.
we
Awesome.
significantly suck less.
Yeah, finally.
No, you
Yeah.
guys are pretty good. You guys did pretty good. It was a struggle, but you guys did really good in that fight. So
Now that I'm level 8, I can teleport.
oh yeah, nice. If you guys really have to get out of Dodge. All right.
I
know
will
what?
probably
Yeah,
use it because I'm right next to a bunch of ghosts, and I'm just gonna like, nope, goodbye.
Yeah, definitely.
Gentlemen,
Yeah, definitely. We'll do that.
catch
next
y'all later.
session. Oh, sorry.
Adios,
Guys.
All right.
Bob. Good
All
game.
right. Yeah, have a good one. Yeah.
GG.
Good game, guys. And hope you had fun. And I'll talk to you guys later next week.
All right. Hopefully next week, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully next week. Hopefully everybody has time, so we'll all meet up together again.